Yes or no?
Sure.
Foot mitts
Yes.
with a podiatrist.
Yeah.
Okay? You only can answer with yes and no.
Okay.
Okay? Can weak feet ruin your workouts?
Yes.
Is On Cloud the best shoe for training?
No.
No. Can bad shoes change your posture?
Yes.
Should athletes train their toes?
Yes. If you ask me, yes.
Nobody goes to the gym to train their toes. Yeah, but you gotta. Can gel or acrylic nails affect foot mechanics?
I would say no.
Are gel pedicures safe? This is just for personal reasons. I'm trying to use the fact that it's here.
And I have to answer yes or no, and I can't say anything?
No.
Okay.
Yes or no? I mean, I'll let you say whatever you want. Well,
Okay.
Yes or no first.
So no.
Okay.
For,
Gel pedicures are not safe.
No, for a few reasons.
Okay. We'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
Are ingrown nails preventable?
Yes.
Does foot odor, smelly feet, mean poor hygiene?
No.
Is sweaty skin between the toes normal?
It's common, but no.
It's not normal.
It's normal. Sorry. Sweaty, yes, is normal.
Okay.
Sorry.
Do cracked ankles mean something is wrong?
Like cracking noises?
Yeah.
No.
Can children outgrow flat feet?
Yes.
Completely.
With a caveat. I'm just
nice.
answering yes and no.
Yeah, sorry. I was just okay, I'll just shh. Okay, now we're done with the yes or no,
Cool.
right? So we can kind of like build on those.
Sure.
Can weak feet ruin your workouts?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So when we're talking about weak feet, what we're saying is that you have maybe, very like laxity, where feet are kind of collapsed, or, so the connections between the feet are not so stable, so your feet are unstable. So unstable feet can ruin your workouts, absolutely.
Perfect. On Cloud. Everybody's wearing On Cloud. Sorry for the brand. We're not trying to like...
So I want everyone in Dubai to know that On Cloud is not this expensive in the rest of the world. Okay, so
thank you. Right? I don't buy them here.
I don't get it.
Yeah,
I actually don't get the
buy them
pricing.
here.
So it's been really marketed well. So On Cloud has one of those things called like that first feel. When you feel it the first time, it feels amazing, right? It's like stepping on like a gel or cloud, right? So you're like, oh my gosh, I'm on clouds.
I love it.
If clouds are soft and squishy were the answer, we'd be all walking on sponges all the time. Right? So it's one of those things that over time, and I'm saying this because I actually buy these shoes and try them out. So I'm not just saying it, and also my patients' feedback, because I've seen so many people wearing them, but they have injured me in the long run.
Injured knees.
Injured me.
Oh, injured you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just by simply switching to different footwear, I've been much better.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
What is your take on barefoot shoes?
Okay. So everybody is talking about barefoot. Okay. It's like one of those things where I feel like if people can wear them and they can wear them successfully, they feel like a little bit of smugness. Like I wear barefoot, like I'm more natural.
I do that.
Yeah. Oh, do you? Okay. So the thing is, I want you to understand, yes, our feet were meant for, we're not necessarily meant for these type of structured shoes. However, and so yes, I understand the idea behind it.
Yeah.
But you have to understand the rest of the world is engineered flat, hard surfaces, which is not natural. Yeah. So yes, if we were on dirt, if we were on grass, if we were in those type of things where we used to live ancestrally, then of course bare feet is incredible. Okay. Yeah. But if you're on an engineered hard, flat, concrete, tile, asphalt, back to hardwood, back to, your feet, even though that structure is natural, it's walking on something unnatural.
Unnatural, okay.
Okay. So barefoot running or barefoot walking is meant for a certain foot type, and if you are so passionate and you're so determined to walk bare feet, you have to train yourself. There was this famous book called Born to Run. It was about this famous runner actually like went into this Amazons and like he was watching how these like people were running, and all they had was like tire with like some rope around their feet, and they're running crazy distances that they weren't getting tired. But the gait pattern that they had is not a typical heel to toe gait pattern. They actually used to go from the midfoot, roll backward, and then roll forward. So it's a totally different type of walking.
Okay.
And in that case, barefoot running works well, but that takes about like 6 months to a year.
Oh, wow. Okay.
To master.
I used to be part of this community where we went to the beach and just walked barefoot or ran or whatever.
Yeah.
We just trained our feet to walk on sand, basically,
great.
right? And that's healthy. I mean, I'm not.
You can do that for a little bit. A lot of people then start getting some pains and cramps. It just depends on the rest of their mechanics.
Okay.
So I've noticed a lot of people have a lot of calf issues afterward, a lot of Achilles issues, a lot of knee issues. But otherwise, some people love it. They can train and walk on it. It's good.
It's good for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, should athletes train their toes?
Yeah.
Let's go back to that.
It sounds funny.
I mean, funny enough, I train my toes, people. Right? I did have very immobile big toe. And I'm like, oh, no, not on my watch.
Yep. Absolutely.
You've got to move, toe. You've got to move. But like, why?
Yeah.
Why is that so important?
Exactly. I'm actually surprised you asked that question, because nobody asks that question. So,
toes. Nobody cares about toes.
And so our biomechanics professor is this eccentric genius. His name was Peter Guy. He just won an award, and we used to call him Professor Peroneus Longus, because Peroneus Longus is the muscle that comes along the side of the foot and attaches to your first toe. And he would emphasize that is the basis of your entire movement. And if that doesn't work or move properly, you can feel it up into your neck. Okay?
100%.
And we were just like, who is this like witch doctor always talking about this? But you notice over time, so everything in the sagittal plane. So when you're turning sideways, anything that kind of does this motion. So the first thing to do that is your toe. Okay? Now, if that doesn't work, your midfoot doesn't work, your ankle doesn't work, your knee doesn't work, your hip doesn't work, and literally it goes up your kinetic chain. And I've had people that have really stiff, because they overpronate or stuff, their bones kind of go out of whack, and then they kind of get jammed. So sometimes I'll do like foot mobilizations and manipulations, and all of a sudden they have like motion back again, range of motion. And if you can have that range of motion and you can strengthen that and make sure it's nice and stable, it does affect the rest of your body.
Yeah.
In
100%.
like huge.
100%. And I'm very particular. So Pilates, you know what I do.
Yes.
And there's so much that we do called footwork on the reformer.
Yes.
And I never skip footwork.
Fantastic.
There's this whole movement of, but we gotta be creative. Footwork has become so repetitive. I don't want to do footwork. It's so boring. And people are like, it's just so repetitive. Like, but I make sure I either, most of the time I would start with that, but then or bring it back at the end of a class or whatever, depending on the class and what I'm trying to achieve. But please don't skip footwork, people.
Do not. I mean, if you have an option to like work out your toes, it's fantastic.
It's don't skip that, and then there's specific cues that we're supposed to use, right? Like dig that big toe in, and the middle toe and the small little tiny baby toe, and spread your toes on the foot bar, and and people look at you like when you're cueing that as an instructor. People are like, what is she doing, and why is she so specific, and why is that, and I'm like, guys, this is for you. Pilates is not about jumping and sweating. It's about those little things
100%.
that really matter over the long run.
Right.
So if there's anything I'd like to add is, please, people, as instructors, actually don't skip footwork.
Yeah, and it kind of ties back to what I was saying about these engineered hard flat surfaces. A lot of people work from home.
Yeah.
A lot of people are at home a lot. They're a lot of times bare feet, right?
Yeah.
So if you're barefoot and your toe structures are well strengthened, you are able to withstand these like hard, flat, surfaces that do affect the rest of your body. Like shock absorption and everything gets messed up. But if your toes are working properly, it's meant to, adapt to different surfaces. So it's great for even barefoot running and things like that.
All of that. Yeah. Thank you. Gel pedicures are not safe? They are safe, you said.
They are not.
They're not safe, you said.
So they're not safe for a couple of reasons.
Okay.
So one was initially the chemicals that they were using in them, right? So as of September 1st, the entire European Union, plus I think the other countries that are not in the European Union, I think there's like 27 countries, they did an immediate ban on gel pedicures, because gel had this chemical called TPO in it. TPO was responsible for hardening and making the nail shiny and easy to paint. It's what really makes gel so, like, you know, pretty and durable and all that stuff. Shiny, yep. So that turned out to be a CMO, which means carcinogenic, mutagenic, and CMR, sorry. Carcinogenic, mutagenic, and toxic to reproductivity. And they found that it was causing birth defects in rats and things like that. So it was an immediate ban. And I think in Dubai they kind of allowed for 1 month, and now it's completely banned as far as the TPO gel.
Yeah.
But as a podiatrist, any gel or acrylic or shellac, what that does is it's suffocating the nail underneath, and it weakens the nail. You'll see like these like fungal, it can create fungus and other bacteria in the nail that makes them brittle and break. And then what happens is like, oh my gosh, I don't like these nails, let's cover it again.
Yeah.
So then you get like kind of, you know, this,
hooked into
this, yeah. And you know, and I've seen it like at these pedicures and stuff, like their buddies will come in and be like, it's good for you, you do it, like it's healthy, and they'll kind of like bully you into it. And then you're left with this like cycle of just damaging your nails. So that's what happens is a lot of people will come to me after they just remove it and be like, hey, this is like way too bad now. And
yeah.
like, I don't know what to do
6
here.
years later, I am, well, they're kind of black.
Correct. So then we have this whole process of them trying to get their nail back to normal.
Oh, wow. Okay. And the ingrowns thing?
Yes. So ingrowns typically happen 3 ways.
Okay.
And the first way is just general trauma. Okay, like someone stepped on you. I've had so many people. I was at a party and someone's heel went right into my nail. Okay, so that's bad. Okay, and then the second way is a bad pedicure. So pedicures are really ambitious. They love to like dig in the
deeper
corners, and they love doing all these things and pushing your cuticles back and all these things. Like these are things that will induce ingrown nails, because what happens is your body's like, hey, I'm being attacked on these corners. Let me just grow nail there so I can start protecting myself. But what it doesn't realize is that your skin is right there, so it starts digging in, right? Or if you cut into a corner where you feel like it's kind of digging in, it gives you some temporary relief, but then the nail curls. So as it grows, it will grow ingrown every time. So that's why that old, like, you know, they say like you cut your nails straight across, don't go into the corners. It's for that reason. And then the third reason, which is the most common, I would say the pedicure is the most common, and then the way they walk. So this comes back to your toe health.
Okay.
So if you don't work out your toes and make sure they're not moving properly, and they start to jam, what happens is you actually start to put pressure on the corner of the nail. So your body is saying, I'm getting so much pressure here, let me just program a nail to grow a little bit there as a protectant. And what happens is then your skin says, as a cushion, and then your skin saying, hey, I'm getting pushed on, let me grow some callus, and it goes back and forth until the nail pierces through. And then that's why a lot of my patients have symmetrical ingrown toenails, so they'll have it at the same spot on both toes.
It's because the way walking.
And which is genetics. And,
wow.
Yeah, so it's thank you, mom or dad.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's usually auntie as well.
Yeah, or aunties. Yeah. I mean, their side of the family.
In my case, it's my aunties.
Yeah.
Oh my God, no, I didn't know that last one.
That's the most common, actually.
Interesting.